Hi, welcome to Vector Bliss. In this video, let us look at the flip action, flip parameter and flip action. So what it does is it helps you mirror the block. So let us look at this parameter and action quickly. So let me place a flip action here. This is flip action. So click on that and it will ask you to select a base point. So I want to flip this block. Say I don't want to flip it exactly at the center because you won't notice any change, or else we will have to add something else here. Okay, let me quickly add one circle here so that when it is flipping you can easily make out. So flip action, and it is asking for the base point. So let me just show this geometric center of this square, and it is asking me to show the base point of the reflection line. So how it has to, based on which direction it has to flip is what it is asking. Let me switch on the ortho and show it exactly here on top, and I will place the label here. Now you can see this parameter has been placed. Go to the action, click on this flip action and select the parameter first, then select the object you want to flip. I don't want to flip this rectangle, this square, because you won't notice any change. Let us flip only this circle. So I will select this circle, press enter key. Now you can see this action has been assigned. If you select this action, you have these properties here: action name, action type, selection set, all these things. You can try it later on. Then close block editor, save changes. Now if you click on this, you can see it is flipping the direction. So this is how the flip parameter works. Nothing much complicated in it. But another thing what you need to notice is, suppose I am having a stretch action associated with this. Let us make this block little more complex. So if I go to block editor, suppose I want to change the size of this rectangle. So for that I am assigning a linear parameter here like this. I can pull either this way or this way. So whichever way I am pulling, it should pull equally from this line, otherwise my mirror is not going to work. If I want the mirror to happen always based on the center of this rectangle, this mirror line should not move, always this should remain in the center. So for that I have two ways of doing this. One is that when I am pulling this grip towards this right side, it should pull this grip also towards left side, so that it is equally pulled, so that this center is not getting changed. Another option is, just like I have shown in a previous video, where the base point of the block is moving by 0.5 units, 0.5 multiplier. I have to do the same thing, a move action for this flip parameter also. At this point, when this flip parameter is moving, it should move when the linear parameter is pulled towards right side, it should move this flip parameter by 0.5 multiplier. So these are the two ways to do that. Let us look at both ways. Now this linear parameter is there. I am going to add an action, a stretch action. So select this linear parameter, click this point, show the window like this, select this object, enter. Now what is going to happen, let us see what is going to happen now. If I pull this, it is pulling this rectangle, but the flip is still happening not based on the center of the rectangle. It is happening based on the line, which is the mirror line which is there. So block editor, what I can do is I can add a move action to this parameter at this point and move this flip action. If I need to retain the distance between this flip action and this circle, then I should be moving this also. Otherwise I can just leave it. Now press enter key. Now you have this move action here associated with this parameter which is moving this flip action. Select this move, and this distance multiplier you have to put it 0.5. Close block editor, save changes. Now come back here. Now you can see as you pull, this mirror line is also getting pulled by 0.5 multiplier. So if you are pulling this by 1 unit, this is moving 0.5 unit. If you flip this, you can see the circle is getting flipped. If you pull this, still you can see the circle is getting flipped. So if you pull it like this, now what is happening, the circle will flip based on this mirror line. Now always if I need to retain this distance is keep on changing now. This distance between circle and the flip parameter. If I want to have this distance a constant, then what I have to do is I have to add another, I have to add this circle to this move action. So I will right click on this move action, select action selection set, then say modify selection set, and it is asking for objects to add, so I will add this object also. Now close block editor, save changes. Now what is happening, if I pull this, the circle is also getting pulled, so the distance between this flip parameter and the circle remains a constant. This way I can do it. Another way of doing this is completely avoiding this move action. So I will delete this action. Now what will happen is, I have this stretch action here. At this point, another stretch action I will add to this parameter at this point, but this time the window I will show it like this. I want to stretch this part of the rectangle towards left. As I pull this part of the rectangle towards right, it has to pull this part of the rectangle towards left also. Then I will select this object, enter. But this time one thing I have to notice is, after selecting the second stretch action, go to its properties. Here you have something called angle offset. This angle offset is 0. If I need to have the stretch done towards the opposite direction, I have to provide 180 here. So when I put this angle offset to be 180, when I pull this grip towards this direction, the 180 degree direction of this direction is this. That is 180 degree direction of right is left. So when I pull it like this, it will pull this part of the rectangle towards left. Let us look at that. Close this block editor, save changes. Now you can see it is already changed. Reset the block. You can see it is happening. When I am pulling this, it is pulling on both sides together, and the flip and the circle remains always at the center. So these are the two ways of doing it. So this is applicable for other actions as well. Don't limit your thought process with these two parameters, like one linear parameter and a stretch action pulling it towards opposite side with a flip parameter and all. Try with other parameters and other actions, changing these properties, changing the multiplier, changing the angle offset, all these things you have to try very well. And when you watch this video, when I explain this to you, it is very clear for you, and you would have thought that okay, I understood this, but you haven't understand. You cannot grasp it so easily unless you do it. Okay, so please go back and practice and practice more. So that is the way to learn. Okay, so thank you for watching. See you in the next video. Next video we will talk about visibility.